More on the acquittal now of Gabe Watson. We're joined by our North America correspondent Craig McMurtry. Craig, good morning. How did all of this transpire?
Well, it was a surprise, according to the prosecutor, Don Valeska. I've just got off the phone speaking to him. He's saying that he was not expecting the Circuit Court Judge Tommy Nail to throw out the case. In fact, he said that he was stunned and sickened by the decision and that in his 41-year legal career, this is the most disappointed he's ever been in the outcome of a case. But essentially, the prosecution had completed its case. The defence went for a motion of dismissal, and Judge Tommy Nail agreed that the prosecution had not proven that Gabe Watson had killed his wife on the Great Barrier Reef whilst diving back in 2003, that the prosecution had not met the test of the capital murder charge, and therefore the case would not be going to a jury and would be thrown out. And of course, in that moment, there was just enormous relief. There was a smattering of applause in the court. Gabe Watson himself looked overcome, shocked at first. Then he stood up and he hugged his defence team. Obviously, Tina's family was devastated. And Mr. Valeska was just astonished. He's saying essentially that key elements of his case had been ruled out by the judge as they went along. Key to that, he was saying his case was extremely hurt because the prosecution had said consistently that the motive was an insurance payout. But when the prosecution attempted to bring this evidence forward, the judge ruled that it had come from Tina's father. The judge ruled that it was inadmissible, and the prosecutor, Don Valeska, says that was extremely damaging.
It's OK. Where does this leave Gabe Watson? Can the prosecution launch another prosecution, or is he essentially a free man now?
He's a free man now. Mr. Valeska is saying that there is no other avenue under Alabama law, no other avenue he's aware of in the US, and that this is indeed the end of what has been a long saga. The prosecutor, Don Valeska, is saying that whilst he's received a lot of assistance from Australian authorities and from witnesses, he does feel that the original case was handled inappropriately in Australia. You'll recall that Gabe Watson served 18 months on a negligent manslaughter charge in Australia before the Alabama authorities re-prosecuted the case on this capital murder charge. The prosecution team is saying that they don't believe they made a mistake, that the grand jury decided there was sufficient evidence. And finally, Don Valeska told me that afterwards jurors were saying that they wanted to vote on the case, and he's saying that he still believed he could have succeeded had the case continued. But as far as the Circuit Court judge was concerned, there was insufficient evidence, and that is therefore an end to the matter.
Extraordinary stuff. Craig McMurtry, thank you very much for updating that story for us.